Hello and welcome to today's episode of the A New Day Show. I am your host, Daphne Clarke-Hudson, and tonight you get to spend an amazing evening with me because we do not have a guest here this evening. So I have made the decision to give you 10 tips to a healthier you. So we're going to be having this conversation, and I'm praying that you'll get some insights in which to help to cultivate, reinvent, and create a healthier you. And in the second episode, we're going to talk about the advantages of eating raw. Well, you're probably asking why I've made the decision to do these tips. Over the past maybe 2 years or so, I have been embracing different and selective lifestyle, if you may. And that all started off by making the decision that I wanted to change a certain amount of things in my life. Once I made a decision, I had to prioritize what are some of the things that I wanted to change. I wanted to control my weight. I wanted to control my diabetes. I also wanted to control my high blood pressure. And I wanted to energize my energy. So the first thing I did was to make the decision to make the changes. And it's the same thing that you who are listening will want to do. Not because someone tells you that you need to take weight off, that you're going to do it. You yourself must make the decision that you want to do something different. You notice my conversation is about a healthier you, because there are a lot of people who are doing crash diets and they watch a lot of late night TV and they are ingesting a lot of things that is quote unquote manufactured to help you lose massive amount of weight in a short period of time. However, based on research and conversation with others, majority of those things, they really don't work. So what we need to do is to make a decision that we need to have a lifestyle change. The next thing I want to point out to you is that a healthier you begins with 100-degree paradigm shift in the way that we think. Nothing happens overnight. And that's the reason why some people, they'll quote unquote take weight off. You hear people says, oh, I'm going to this and that party or event, I want to take weight off. So what happens then after you take the weight off and that event is gone? It might be a wedding or some celebration. I know a lot of people are bent on taking weight off when they go to like family reunion, their school alumni reunion and all those things. And then you notice 6 weeks after that event has gone by, they have gained the weight back. So, and this is why I decide that I don't want to take weight off. I want to live a healthier lifestyle. I embrace a healthier me. And because I'm embracing a healthier me, it's a totality. in the package and the things that I put into my life and the things that I'm responsible for, the way I live, what's going in my mouth, what's going in my system. So it's a total paradigm shift. And for some people, that is going to be a challenge because a lot of us are reluctant in embracing new things and to making a difference. A lot of us want to go with the Joneses and to do what people are saying, to do crash diets. I know people have done the cabbage soup. Yes, I did the cabbage soup too. Yes, I took that diet tea in the green box that you use. It helps with the excretion of all of that. And yes, all of those did not work. For me, when I made the decision and embraced a paradigm shift in my lifestyle adjustment, that's when I was able to slenderize who I am, and the pounds and the inches went along with that as well. The next thing I want to talk to you about in embracing a healthier you, I want to share with you what my daily rituals are. My daily rituals begins with meditation or prayer, and you would need to design yours. If you are not a spiritual person, you are probably not engaging into prayer or meditation, but I'm sharing with yours what mine is. Prayer and meditation, and then afterwards, I do my journal entry. And all these two things are happening before my feet hit the floor. And that's just my choice that I begin my daily rituals that way. After I'm through with my prayer and meditation, and there are times when I read my daily devotional, whatever it might be. I have a number, one of my favorite one is Streams in the Desert. It's an amazing, powerful daily devotion. So I've included that in my daily rituals as well. So after I've done that and I've done my journal entry and I go brush my teeth and all of that, the next thing I do is that I drink either hot water with fresh lemon juice or hot water with apple cider vinegar. And I did that because I've learned that detoxifies your body. I know some people start off their morning with their coffee and their tea. However, before you get that hot beverage of your choice, I highly recommend that you try that, and you're going to find out that your entire system will be energized and will be working more effectively. I'm sharing with you the things that I am benefiting from by embracing this lifestyle, not because I'm a nutritionist of any sort, because I'm not. I'm just sharing with you the things that has been giving me this new vibrant life that I'm now experiencing. Now, so after I do my hot lemon water or apple cider water, you can just do like a teacup of that with 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. And I like it potent with, so I do the juice of 1 fresh lemon. If you buy the lemon wholesale like I do, what I do, I juice the lemon and I put the juice of the lemon in an ice tray, so then it becomes lemon bars from Ice Cube, and it helps to retain the freshness in my lemon juice. So what I would do, I would remove an ice cube, which is now lemon juice, place it in the cup, and I'll pour the hot water over it, and of course it is as fresh as if it is just freshly juiced. Then I will have a cup of green tea, just green tea with hot water. I don't put any sweetener or anything in that. And I'm sipping on that while I am making my green juice. And you can mix any greens that you like. I'm sharing with you the ones that I juice. My green juice consists of, if somebody could get me some water, I just need to have some water in my throat. So hope the people in the chat room, not the chat room, but in the green room can get me some water, please. Okay, so my green juice consists of, and I'm telling you everything. It doesn't mean that I juice them all at one setting. However, this is what my green juice consists of in the morning. Spinach, colored greens, green apples, fresh ginger, cucumbers, zucchini, and spinach. Let me just get my water. My green spinach, my throat is so dry. Thank you, Miss Bridget. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. It makes such a difference. Okay. So I start with my green juice. And I must tell you, when I'm making green or yellow juice, everything I include fresh ginger. I love fresh ginger. And you can research and see the advantages rather that fresh ginger has for the human body. So there is another thing, Christophine, and in Jamaica we call it chocho. And I add that to my juice, my green juice as well. So again, there are some times when I do spinach, kale, celery, green apples, ginger, cucumbers, zucchini. Sometimes I also include broccoli. And there are times when I put some green lime, the fresh green lime, I wash it, cut it, put it in the juicer as well. And that's what my green juice consists of. And I also add some dry wheatgrass powder in that, and I whip that up, and that's my green juice. So I have green juice every morning. And then later on, round about lunchtime, I would do a salad or a smoothie. The smoothie is sometimes, let me go back. Sometimes I add pineapple to my green juice too. Fresh pineapple, I just cut it, I wash it with a brush, wash the outside, and I juice the skin and everything, I don't peel it. So I add that to my green juice as well. There are times when I make the smoothie, like today my smoothie consisted of ripe bananas, fresh strawberry, and fresh pineapples with freshly grounded flax seed. And that was my smoothie for my lunch today. There are times when I do not do a smoothie, but I do fresh juices from the carrots. Those of you who shop at wholesale places, you get large bags of organic carrots, and you just clean those and put it in your refrigerator and drink it from the juicer to your mouth. I do not store my juices. I just make my juice and I drink it. So every serving of juice that I want is freshly made, and I just enjoy it there, and I encourage you to do the same thing. So I also, in my daily ritual, I include quiet time, and that's outside of what I mentioned about my meditation, because I found out that by me utilizing and embracing some quiet times, it helps me to become more creative. You know, there are always things that great ideas that are coming to me. So I encourage you, if you have not been embracing some quiet time, I encourage you to begin. I know people are devastated about when they hear, oh, I have to be quiet. So even if you start with 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I tell you, it will really enlighten your life. And it is important to just be still, sit down, do nothing. Put your feet up. If you live by the water, like I know some people live close by the lake, you go there, you enjoy the water. The stillness of the water will help your creative juice to flow as well. So, design daily rituals for you that makes you feel energized and empowered. I'm sharing the ones I'm involved with, but I encourage you to prioritize and create your own. And I look forward to hearing from you. And who knows, maybe one day you might be on the show here sharing what you have gotten out of this and how you are fitting it into your life. As I began this new lifestyle awakening, there were new choices that I had to make. And a lot of times when you start something new, there's always someone out there who is going to tell you, you should not be doing this, you should not be doing that, you should not be doing the other. So the first choice I made was to make the decision who I'm going to share this new lifestyle awakening with. And I chose to share it with someone who understood the importance of modifying the things you do in your life. I went to my journal and I wrote a list of all the advantages that was going to be coming into my life every day as I embrace these new habits and practices in my life. And that was new. I was not accustomed to be making a list of all those things that I did. The other thing I did was, I'm not a regular person that exercises. However, I have a neighbor who walks every day. So I called him up and made the decision that I'm going to be walking with him. And consistently at a certain time of day, we were going to go out to walk. So what is new? What is it new that you will need to include in these developments that you are creating in your life? I can only share mine. You will have to decide yours. The next thing is food choices. I used to love me some fried chicken. I used to love me some Chinese food. And I had to make the decision, was that shortening my lifespan or was it adding my lifespan? So I made a decision to be committed to selective foods. So I had to also change my thought process around food choices. Yes, I try my best to include as much organic as I can. However, when I'm not able to do that, I focus on purchasing locally grown foods. And for those people who live in the country parts, that is very accessible to you. I know here in Connecticut where I live, and especially over the summertime when we are driving, you see different foods, fruits, and vegetable stands that are open. And it's based on the credit merit. You can just go, you serve yourself, and you put the money in the container that they have there. And I love those times of year because it gives you the opportunity to be able to purchase those foods. And when we purchase locally grown foods, it's not been abused to get to us. It's fresh. It tastes better, and it is more healthier for us. Plus, we are supporting the farmers who are local to us. We know there is no fertilizer in the food, and I know there are many people who are part of food co-ops. Good for you if you're able to do that, because you get the real good organic food. It's seasonal, and whatever is being harvested is what you would include on your dinner table. So if you are part of that, or if you know somebody who is part of that and you can pool with them, that is really the way to go. So make better choices when you make your food selection, and prepare all your meals fresh. Fresh is the way to go. I mean, I live alone, so I can always make small portion. Not that I always do, because I eat a lot, but because I'm eating the right foods, I don't have to be worried that I'm eating too much of the wrong things. So I just mentioned to you about food choices. The next thing that has been enhancing my life is juicing. I started juicing, and I tell you something, it has been a miracle worker in my life. I am no longer lethargic. My energy is at peak, and my skin looks good. I'm more vibrant. I look younger, and the pounds are shedding. I have some friends, and sometimes they look at what I'm juicing, because right now 90% of my intake with food is juicing, a combination of juicing and raw. And a lot of people, they make their faces up when they look at what I'm drinking. But I tell you, when they saw my new pictures the other day and how good I look, people are now inquiring how you did that. How did you lose the weight? What diet are you on? And I'm proud to say that I am not on a diet. I am on a lifestyle change, and you too can reinvent and recreate you by embracing a lifestyle change. I also want to mention about exercise. Whatever exercise works for you, I want you to get out there and do something. I started some bike riding, I started some walking, and that's all the exercise I'm doing now, but I'm looking to get into others. I have some friends that they do Zumba and all of that. Whatever works for you, I encourage you to embrace it and go out there and start something. It is important to hold yourself accountable, and if you know that you are not able to do that, get a buddy or a mentor that will hold you accountable to that which you have committed to do. Sleep is very important. Do your best to get 8 hours sleep every day. You are going to find out that it just reinvent who you become. Because you know when you don't get enough sleep, you're really unhappy and unpleasant and all of that. So focus on getting as much sleep as possible. And the last thing I want to tell you in the 10 tips for a healthier you is to go out there, take some risk, do some things that you have never done before. The last summer, I went zip lining. I have never done that before. And I tell you something, I was so energized. I cannot wait. Something that I always enjoy doing when I'm in Jamaica or when I go to any place on vacation is to do horseback riding. And I was blessed to be able to do this summer. To do horseback riding, not only did I do land riding, I also rode in the ocean. So what it is that you have on your bucket list to do, I encourage you to go out there, do something that you have never done. I want to go skydiving because I've never done that. And I know people tell me, you're crazy to want to do that. However, I must step out there and I must do something. I must expand my horizon. These are treasured memories that you will have for your latter years. You can share with your grandchildren or great-grandchildren about these amazing experiences and these endeavors that you ventured out on. Listen, there's nothing to be afraid of. Don't sit around and wait. Don't procrastinate and put off the things that you are looking to do. But go out there and make something happen. The other thing I did not mention is the importance of water. Drink water. Drink as much water as you can, because it also will help you to experience a healthier you. One of the other things that I encountered in my one of the new choices I made was to consult with a colon therapist. And that was something amazing too that helps me. So those are the things. And I just hope that you have gotten some insights here that will help you to create a healthier you. Oh, I guess I thought I was out of time, but I guess I'm not. So again, what I have shared with you is that you must first make the decision. Wellness is a paradigm shift. You must embrace and create daily rituals. New choices are important in your life, and you can decide what those choices are. New foods, and select the right type of food for you. Juicing, I have found many advantages in it, and it has helped me to shed weight. Exercise is very important. Select the ones that you're comfortable with. Hold yourself accountable, and it's always good to get a buddy who will help you. Sleep is important. And last but not least, go out there, explore, do something that you have on your bucket list that you have always wanted to do, and you will notice that that will help you to experience a healthier you.